Are we good to go?
You're good.
Okay. Have you ever been in a situation like this as far as playing a team back-to-back at any point in your career? Anything that compares to it?
Not that I can remember. We've played teams that have been in our same exempt event within the week of the tournament. A few years ago, it happened with us in Long Beach. A few years before that, it was Tennessee. But we primarily played those teams before we had gone down or gone to the exempt event. So they had come to Xavier, and then we found ourselves playing them, a couple games later, but never back-to-back. But it doesn't concern me. Northern Iowa's doing the same thing. So we just we'll both have a lot of familiarity with each other, and tomorrow's a new ball game and a new chance for our team to grow and continue to get better.
Chris, they came out and threw the first punch in the first game. You guys missed 10 shots, had 5 turnovers in that first 8-9 minutes. How important is a strong start tomorrow against the same team?
Well, a strong start can be defined as a lot of things. Strong start for fans, people following the game might be, how many points we score. But I just want us to run better offense. And that doesn't just consist of the first 5 or 6 minutes like you talked about before, Shannon. That's throughout the entire game, which I didn't think in Orlando we played very good offensively. Offense is so much more than the ball going in the basket. That's the end result is wanting to get really good shots on the offensive end, whether that's 3 seconds into the shot clock or with 3 seconds left on the shot clock. We didn't do that at the level that this team needs to get to. And so that's, regardless of our opponent, that's sort of what the charge is as we departed Orlando to become a better offensive team, a more cohesive offensive team, and be more efficient.
Is that a product of just being 5 games into a season?
Sure. I mean, we, certain years you're a little bit ahead of maybe where you thought. Certain years you're a little bit behind. Certain years there are weaknesses in your team that maybe weren't weaknesses the year before. So you're always in corrective mode as coaches, as a program, as players. But I thought that offensively we were not very efficient down in Orlando. I'm happy that we won, but we have to be able to, as players, accept criticism and accept the reality that we weren't very good offensively despite the results. And that's what good teams do, and I suspect we'll continue to get better on the offensive end.
Chris, despite the fact that you didn't play well offensively, what's it say about your defense that you were able to get out 3 wins in a row?
Well, I think in spurts we played really hard and well defensively. We fouled a little bit too much. We're probably not unlike every team in the country at this point. But what I think our team did down in Orlando was we competed. We played hard. We played to win. We didn't always play smart. We didn't always make the decisions that I would like to see from certain players or our team overall. But the culture of this program is to compete no matter who you're playing against, to compete to win. And I thought we did that. I thought we were a competitive group down in Orlando, and I don't think that's going to change. But now let's get better in some other areas.
Kaiser practiced today. Is he back and available?
Kaiser's practiced the last few days, so he's ready to go.
How does that help you guys, just adding another dimension to the team?
Yeah, he changes our team in a lot of ways. We become a deeper team. We don't have anybody like Kaiser on our roster. He's got great size with an innate ability to move his feet. I've said it before, he's got elite feet. He's also added a lot of strength from his freshman year to his sophomore year. He can stretch the floor as well as, any quote-unquote big in our league can. And, as I've always said, you usually make your biggest jump from freshman year to sophomore year. Now, having said that, he also hasn't practiced in a couple months. But he's been released. He looks really good, and we're excited to add him.
Do you think we'll see him as soon as tomorrow getting some minutes?
Sure.
Chris, is there any emphasis or focus that you sort of talked to Edmund about after Orlando?
Edmund has to concern himself with just, running our team, being a quarterback. I think he didn't do it nearly as well as he's capable of doing it. We all know his talent level, but it's not just the assist turnovers and looking at the end of the day at that stat sheet. It's did our team run what Coach wanted us to run? And he'll get there. He's excited. He's made a huge jump from last year to this year. I think he's got a lot more confidence in himself as a player, but his ultimate job is to run our team, and he'll get better at it.
You guys held Clint Carlson below his average, and he's a guy that could really change games as he did against Oklahoma. What kind of dynamic does he bring to their team, and how much is it important to kind of mind him, especially on the perimeter?
Well, he changed the outcome of a couple games down in Orlando for their team. I mean, he was the absolute difference maker, especially against Oklahoma in that last 5 minutes in overtime. And we just did not want in any ball screen situation to have 2 defenders on the ball and 0 on Carlson. And I thought we were very mindful of that. I thought we paid really good attention to detail in such a short period of time. But he's unique. I mean, he can drive the ball. He can certainly shoot the ball from the three-point line. And he's a big challenge. And I thought the players on our team, Trey, Rashid in particular, who the majority of the time were on him, were really locked in and didn't give him many open looks, and that's important.
And what about Jeremy Morgan, kind of in the same vein? He's their bread and butter, 20 points against you guys last time.
He's good. I mean, you're not going to shut out really good players that work, and you got a team that's trying to find them. But there's a reason that he's been slated as one of the top players in their league, if not the player of the year in the Missouri Valley. So we have great respect for their talent level. He made a couple threes in transition that I thought were really tough shots that I don't think we would defend any differently. You just can't give up those looks where you don't know where someone is. And by and large, most of the shots that he took were contested. And you're going to have to live with some of the results. That's it. Thank you.